Hi guys, story recaps here. I am going to explain a 2016 action comedy horror film called Prejudice and Zombies. Please try to like or dislike the video, it is important to us. The film begins with the announcement that a virus has spread throughout England. Zombies have grown faster than humans. Zombies like eating the brain. And a guy is seen riding on a horse to a palace. This individual's name is William Darcy, and he works as a colonel. Darcy is now aware that a party is being organized at this palace. There is a man here who will eventually be transformed into a zombie. Now, Darcy inquires a lady as she enters a palace, but she knows nothing about it. That lady now invites Darcy to the party as well. Then Darcy got a thought, how might he capture that man? Darcy had a bottle containing several flies. At the party, he let those flies free. Because it's widely known that dead bodies attract flies. Those flies are now sitting on a party member. It shows that the man is not alive. He'll soon be turned into a zombie. Meanwhile, while attacking, Darcy kills him. Then he checked to see whether there were any zombie bite marks on his arm. Then Darcy inquires to the lady, is his close relatives present at this party? Because they will shortly be converted into zombies. The lady says, his no relative is present at this party except him. When he hears it, Darcy leaves. A maid then enters the room to check on the dead man's niece. She notices that she has entirely changed into a zombie. She had also killed a servant. She is now attacking this maid as well. At first glance, everyone in the palace seems to have been changed into zombies. Then a family enters the picture, in which 5 sisters live in the same house with their parents. And their father had taught those 5 sisters how to fight. They were also smarter in their academics. All 5 sisters, along with their mother, have now arrived for a party. The presence of many wealthy bachelors was also expected. Because their mother hoped that their daughter would be engaged to a decent bachelor. And hopefully, they will get married soon. Then, at the party, a rich bachelor comes. And he's joined by Mr. Darcy. That wealthy boy was Mr. Darcy's best friend. Seeing her, the boy adores this family's eldest daughter. In addition, Mr. Darcy's friend shows her younger sister, Elizabeth. And he exclaims, look. How lovely she is. She'll be perfect for you. Why don't we both invite them to dance? Darcy is likewise taken with Elizabeth at first sight. And Elizabeth starts to like Darcy. However, Darcy believes that the majority of the females at the party are interested in him due of his wealth. Darcy explains it to his friend now as well. This entire conversation is also heard by Elizabeth. She exits the party, depressed. Elizabeth was crying as she left the party. Simultaneously, a lady comes who is entirely converted into a zombie. She intended to attack Elizabeth, who was on her way there. Meanwhile, Darcy comes to save her. And he kills this zombie. They are now checking since zombies have attacked the party celebration. The girls then show their talent there. And they confront the zombies, drawing their weapons. When Darcy and his friends see this, they are tremendously impressed by the girls. The next day, Elizabeth's elder sister receives a letter from Darcy's friend inviting her to dinner. When Elizabeth's sister was leaving, a group of zombies attacked her. Then, while struggling with them, she kills them. However, Elizabeth's sister's condition has deteriorated as a result of the rain. She does, however, make it to Darcy's friend's place. The following day, Elizabeth arrives to meet with her sister. That her sister's health was deteriorating. Darcy is feeling anxious after witnessing the state of Elizabeth's sister, who would soon turn into a zombie. But Elizabeth prevents Darcy from taking any action. There is a lot of argument between them here. She later comes home, taking her sister. It can also be seen that all of the sisters were traveling to their family, and getting together. Then they noticed a car on the road that was flipped upside down on the side of the road. A zombie emerges from the car. The zombies had constructed a trap for them to fall into. For the first time, Elizabeth had witnessed the zombies' trick. When she saw it, she was shocked. And she continues on after killing the zombie. As the story progresses, Elizabeth comes upon a guy. When they begin to communicate with one another. Then she regards him as a very civilized man. Then it is disclosed that a man named Wickham was actually Darcy's stepbrother. Darcy's brother now informs Elizabeth, after our father died, Darcy took over all of the property. because he believed we were incapable of dealing with it. And Elizabeth believes Darcy's brother's explanation. And there was a party celebration at Darcy's friend's house, where Darcy asks Elizabeth for a dance to help him regain his courage. However, Elizabeth refuses him. After rejecting him, she moves to her mother. She is now aware that her mother is drunk. She was speaking in a jumbled manner. She was claiming that her daughter's wedding will be held with a wealthy boy. Darcy may also hear it there. Now he was certain that they were all greedy. And Darcy goes to England for whatever reason, joined by his friend. When Elizabeth and her sister found out, they also leave. It is also revealed that Elizabeth was lost in the woods. Darcy's brother arrives at the same time. He now takes Elizabeth to that church. And he informs her that zombies controls the brainless zombies. Elizabeth inquires, do they not harm humans? Darcy's brother informs her that they eat animal brains to satisfy their hunger. They will develop a craving for human blood the day they taste it. Darcy's brother hoped for England's commander to set up a meeting with these zombies. And they all sign an agreement. As a result, both humans and zombies will live in harmony. Elizabeth's third sister is also getting ready for the wedding. But, before she could marry, she had to go see Lady Catherine. Then Elizabeth and her sister arrive at the palace to meet Lady Catherine. Elizabeth now realizes that everyone obeys Lady Catherine's command. Then she brings Darcy's brother to the scene. And she says, put the agreement between humans and zombies before Lady Catherine. Darcy was now with Lady Catherine. They restrict Darcy's brother from discussing the deal with everyone. And they insult him as they ask him to leave. Later, Elizabeth expresses her anger in front of Darcy. She then leaves the meeting. The following day, Darcy goes to Elizabeth, ignoring everything. And he proposes marriage to her. But Elizabeth denies him as well. Elizabeth expresses her anger at Darcy, but he does not explain himself. A minor argument has started between them. Following that, Darcy returns to England, leaving the palace. After reaching England, Darcy sends a letter to Elizabeth for his explanation. In this letter, he explains that he isolated his friend and her sister since he had heard her mother's statements, that she wanted to arrange her daughter's marriage with wealthy men. And he had no idea that your sister loves my friend. He also tells her that he has not taken any of his brother's property. After my father's death, I gave my brother the property portion. But he gambled away it all, and now he's asking for money from me again. When I told him that can't give you money, he left everything. And Darcy informs her that zombies have surrounded the whole country of England. We might never meet again. Elizabeth felt so ashamed reading it. Elizabeth is now aware that Darcy's brother has kidnapped her sister. And he's put her in the zombie church. Elizabeth and her sister are now on their way to England on their horses. They meet Darcy and his friend here. Now she informs Darcy that your brother kidnapped my sister. Without realizing it, Darcy rushes in the night to save Elizabeth's sister. Elizabeth also follows Darcy when she learns about it. Darcy is now getting close to that church. It can be seen here that he is carrying a bag containing a human brain. Darcy had planned to mix human brains in the meal of these half-zombies. After consuming it, they will be converted into cannibals. He walks downstairs and starts putting human brains into their meals. He notices Elizabeth's sister is imprisoned. Darcy was now trying to break the chain. His brother comes out of nowhere. There is a battle going on between them. Darcy's brother is pointing a pistol at him. And he attempts to shoot him. Darcy, on the other hand, is safe here. Then, hearing the sound of gunshots, all zombies rush there. They then attack them. Darcy breaks Elizabeth's sister's chain. And they both escape. He walks outside and hands her his horse. And he begs her to leave this place. Now, Darcy observes that all zombies are trying to make their way to England. At the same moment, his brother arrives. But he wasn't human anymore, he'd turned into a zombie. The two brothers are engaged in a big fight. As Darcy's brother was trying to kill him, Elizabeth kills him as she arrives. Then Darcy and Elizabeth escape from there. They are now on a bridge that will take them into England. However, there is a massive explosion when they enter the English border, in which Darcy and Elizabeth suffer injuries. And Darcy becomes unconscious. The moment after a few days, when Darcy has fully healed. And he proposes marriage to Elizabeth once more. At this point, Elizabeth agrees. The wedding of Elizabeth and her sister is then shown. And the film ends with this scene. Subscribe, and turn on the notification. You can also dislike, or like the video, to appreciate our hard work.